Hun, you gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up, good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings. Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice. Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, one and all, to Thursday the 6th of March. With another day, day 4. We are still here. I've got a new hat on today. Got the Bruce Lee hat on, gifted by my very good friend Mike Shogren over in the States, and still sporting those very tired eyes. So please say hi wherever you are tuning in from around the world. I love to see where people are tuning in from. We've had Australia, we've had South Africa, we've had New Zealand, we've had America, we've had Canada, of course, we've had England, of course, we've had Wales and Great Britain and Ireland, we've had everywhere. Let's see if I can find a new one tonight. Hi, Katie. California, sunny California. Let's see where you're all from. So if you are watching this on the socials and you want to join us, Philippines, of course, if you want to join us in the Zoom room, you should know where to go by now. boostly.co.uk/daily debrief. It will take you into the Zoom room. I will stick around afterwards for 5 minutes, have a little chat with you all. Today, we're obviously going to be announcing the winner of yesterday's giveaway, and we're going to be launching a new one today, which is very cool. And we've got some of our guest expert speakers from today with us. They're in the green room now. And I will get them into the room very soon so you can all say hi. We'll have a lovely chat as well. We've got Alana in Alabama. Love Alabama. So fun fact, what year is it now? 2025. 2003, I worked in Alabama for 6 months coaching soccer. One of the best summers of my life. Absolutely loved it. Got a soft spot for that place. We've got Wales, obviously, with Catherine. Thank you very much. So as you are jump in, say hi. Let us know where you're tuning in from around the world as we do all that good stuff. And also give your business a little pitch and a promote. You never know, but maybe your future guest or future partner in here, business partner, you could go and do a bit of networking, all that good stuff. So here's what we're going to do this evening. Number one, we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to announce the winner of yesterday's huge giveaway. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring in our guest expert speakers, have a chat, and then we'll let you know what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is the final day. So I will let you know tomorrow what is happening with this group, with all of this training. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've still got 3 more sessions to go tomorrow, 3 quality sessions. And then obviously we've got the debrief. And then we can all have a beer and just chill out for the weekend. So first and foremost then, yesterday we had the amazing Jody Odlin on the show, on the live broadcast. And Jody was talking about the Hospitable Hosts Summit that is happening in Denver, Colorado at the end of April. And Jody very kindly donated a ticket. We've run a giveaway for the last 24 hours. And I'm very excited to announce the winner of that giveaway. It's a couple of $100. It's a huge opportunity to meet some of the best hosts in the industry. And I'm very excited that this person has won, because this person has been one of the most engaged people in the virtual summit this week. So let's see if my sound effects are working. This could go really well or not. I've got one lined up. The winner is Katie Orr. So Katie, round of applause. Thank you so much for taking part. Thank you so much for winning. It's amazing. And I'm really excited because, like I said, I sent you a message earlier just to say well done and just to give you a little private pat on the back, because I've loved how engaged you've been. So I've introduced you to Jody. I've shared Jody's details with her and they'll be reaching out and organising that ticket, which is lovely. And Katie's in the Zoom, which is awesome. Fantastic. I love doing that. Okay, then, so shall we crack on with this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this here. There we go. Right. Speakers, you are now on. Again, Bevis been chilling in the green room. Blake, appreciate you tuning in from over in the States. I know you've got a lot happening, and Katie, I really appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to let you tell the story of your power and electricity and internet very soon. So I really do appreciate that. So before we get going, for anybody who's watching live who hasn't had a chance yet to watch the videos, Katie, can you just give a super quick introduction, who you are, where you are in the world, and then just tell us a little story about your internet and electricity dramas today, please.
Yeah, sure. So my name's Katie. I was really excited when you mentioned Katie Ord won the competition. I was like, yeah, I'm really excited. Well done, Katie. But yeah, I'm Katie. I'm the owner of The Holiday Hive. So I help hosts around the world with their marketing to generate more direct bookings. So everything from sort of social media to email marketing. And I do sort of courses and one-to-one training. Today's session was a really quick 20-minute. I tried to cram everything I possibly could into that 20 minutes. It was a bit of a whirlwind. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and catch up. But yeah, it's basically my 5 top tips on how you should be using social media to get the best results and actually generate bookings from it, because we're not just doing it for fun. We were running a business, and we need to make sure that we are actually getting a return from all our efforts that we're putting in. So yeah, lots of top tips in that presentation. And yeah, my internet drama today has been on and off all day, and was off for 3 hours this afternoon. So I had to drive up to a lay-by out of the village where there's like proper signal, and sit in the lay-by and answer all your questions on the Facebook group as the presentation was live. It still wasn't on, so I've been sat in the pitch dark with candles for the past 3 hours, thinking, oh gosh, what am I going to do? Really looking forward to this debrief. I was like, okay, I'll go up to my sister-in-law's. She's a little drive away, but I'll pop up there. Anyway, finished blowing out the candles, and I kid you not, I blew out the last candle and the lights came on. So here we are at home. Hopefully the power's okay, and we're all cooking on gas right now.
The dedication is huge. Your session was amazing, and I think for a lot of people, the takeaway will be is when it comes to social media, and we've had a lot of sessions on social media, it was the most asked topic of the session. Everybody gets really bogged down in it because they feel like, you know, you've got to be doing like what Matt is unbelievable. Matt has done $15,000 in TikTok revenue alone last year. He's got a huge following. Everybody thinks you need to get like that big, but in reality, and Paul hit upon this and you hit upon this, if you can just put 10 to 15 minutes a day engaging, so showing up on social and being social, not selling, but being social, you will do so much more if you can consistently put that into practice over 365 days and 15 minutes. What's that? It's literally the ad breaks in your favorite TV show name of choice. You know what I mean? It's instead of like doom scrolling on TikTok, it's like doing something proactive. And that is, for me, that was the main takeaway. So really well done. And again, I love the dedication. Really, really, really glad to have you part of this. And thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, Blake, you're in a car. How are we doing today, my friend? Good to see you. And Blake, obviously, is going to introduce himself in a second. He's American, and for a lot of Americans, you hear like accents and you think of the British accent. Katie has got such a beautiful British accent. This is like the newsreader accent. Mine's like the scratty, scrubby northern accent of England. So for Americans here, Katie is the accent that you want when you hear a British person speaking, not mine. So Blake has got a lovely American accent. I've had the pleasure of meeting him in person a few times now, and he did a phenomenal session today. The title alone really grabbed my attention. So for those of you who haven't tuned in, can you just please give a little background, who you are, where you are in the world, and why you chose that session and why you delved into that topic?
All right, so my name is Blake. I am a Team Boostly member, and I am tuning in from Southern California. Boostly has really pushed me to, really dive into this direct booking game, and has motivated me to start a few different projects. So I started a group collective in my main market, which is in Houston, Texas, and then started really improving on the direct booking aspect. And as that grew, different hosts were asking me for help on revenue management and different aspects in boosting their revenue. And so I really started diving into that and helping other hosts increase their bookings and their revenue. So with that, it's just a matter of helping others and being part of the group and the community.
Amazing. And I've been watching you from like behind the scenes and how you've, come into the world of Boostly and just showed up and answered questions. And, you've got such a good way of explaining it. And this is why I was pushing you to, be part of this summit. I love nothing more than seeing people come into the world. Like Paul Anderson came into the Boostly world a couple of years ago, came in as a guest house owner and wanted to, pivot and flex his skills. And now he's doing all cool things, and and people like yourself and Katie, I've just been introduced to you by our mutual friend Leo Walton from Truvy, and it's fantastic to be able to get people in front of a load of people and flex your skills. And obviously the people who tune in, they get to learn some cool stuff, and yes, it's a win-win-win. So thank you very much for doing it. So as always, if you have any questions for our experts on their sessions or anything regarding to short-term rentals, then please drop it in. So Nana has dropped a question in, which I think is really good. And sometimes I feel like because we're so used to being in this space on a daily basis, you know, we're both in social media a lot. We say words and we just expect everybody else to understand what we're talking about. I'm guilty of this more than anyone else. And so Nana has put, as a newbie to social media, Katie, can you please explain what engaging means?
Yeah, it basically just means starting a conversation or getting people to interact with your posts. So engagement counts as either someone liking your post or commenting on your post, or sharing your post, or saving your post, any way that they're interacting with your post. And the same goes the other way as well. So in my session, I encouraged you to spend 15 minutes engaging as well. So liking and commenting and sharing other people's posts and replying to comments on your posts as well. So it's kind of starting those conversations and just being active and interacting with the platforms.
Yeah, I think one of the things you could do, Nana, and to get into good practice of this, is try and find other hosts who are in our group, in our sessions. And if everybody wants to drop their Instagram handles as a prime example in the chat now, what you can do to get used to this is you can just go and just check out the pages and just go and comment on posts. That's what engaging means. Go and comment on other people's posts, look at what they're posting, have a little chat with them. And that's what engaging is. And then once you get used to it, doing it in with us, then you can go and do a little bit of research, find other hosts in your area, or even better still, anybody who's following you. These could be your guests, it could be whoever, and engaging with them. Go and comment on the post, go like, go show up. And, you know, once you get into the knack of it, once you get into the routine of it, there's loads more training that is out there on how you can do advanced. While we're talking about additional training, Katie, I know you've got some training coming up. Can you just please talk about that for anybody who would be interested?
Yeah, sure. So I've got a 4-day free challenge called Generate More Bookings Challenge, which starts on Monday, the 24th of March, completely free to sign up for. And basically, every day out those 4 days, I do a 5-10 minute training, packed full of everything you need to know, but really clear, actionable tips for you to go ahead and implement into your business straight away. So it's really for those of you who are kind of looking to get a bit more clarity on what you should be doing with your marketing and how to go about it, and what you should be doing on social media and what you should be talking about, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's a 4-day challenge starting on Monday, the 24th of March. Yeah, it's when I've done them before, it's been a really lovely community full of other owners supporting each other. And, you know, even if you're not actively taking part and interacting, it's quite interesting to see what other people are up to, because we've all got very different properties and very different guests. So it's really, yeah, interesting.
And if anybody would like the link to register, how's the best way to go about getting this link, Katie?
So I don't know if we can pop it in the chat, or otherwise head to my Instagram, which is the Holiday Hive or just the Holiday Hive, sorry, and click the Linktree link, and it'll be the first link.
Nice. So head to Holiday Hive on Instagram. I'm sure Katie will put the links in the descriptions afterwards. Go on there, hit the bio, and there's a lovely little link on there, and you can put your name down, which is nice because this obviously ends on Friday. You get a couple of weeks to debrief. You've got Katie's training, and I'm sure Paul's social media training is in April. So for the next couple of months, you've got all the training you could possibly need without having to spend a penny, which is fantastic for those of you who are just getting going and want to learn more. All right, Blake, I've got a question for you. So with your training, it was really interesting talking about discounting, because I think for a lot of people, when push comes to shove and they've got that empty calendar in front of them, right? And they sort of go, oh, my days, I really want to get a booking, need to get a booking, whether it's just for like paying your own bills or keeping homeowners happy. The first thing they always think about is discounting. And your video was crucial on how to discount the right way. What is the most, obviously you've helped a lot of people, chatted to a lot of people. What do you think is the most common mistake you see people make when it comes to discounting? If you could just summarize it in just like 90 seconds.
So this is actually just recently happened with one of my clients is there's ways to duplicate or to stack discounts, and then you end up with a very, very low rates. And so if you're doing discounting yourself or you're doing your pricing strategies yourself, you need to be aware of what you're pricing and where it's at. So if your main pricing is in, let's say, your dynamic pricing software like Price Labs, and you already applied some discounts in there, it just doesn't show as a discount. It's just kind of part of your pricing strategy. And then you go into one of the platforms and discount, let's say on Airbnb, then you're going to stack those discounts and end up driving the price too far down or lower than what you would expect. And I think this is a probably a common mistake and maybe unrealized, especially because it's in different locations. Not to mention, you could end up stacking like your weekly or monthly stay discounts on top of these. So really staying on top of exactly where you're discounting and how it's going to turn out is crucial.
Yeah, no, 100%. Valuable advice. So please make sure you make a note of that and write it down. Okay, so what I wanted to do next is I wanted to launch our next giveaway. And I'm really glad that you could join us because both Katie and Blake have put something down for the giveaway. So what I would like for you to do, Katie, is just very quickly explain what your giveaway is. And then Blake, you can explain yours. I'm going to add another one in that Gabe has very kindly sent. And then I will let you know how you can enter. Okay, so there's 3 prizes for 3 winners, which is very exciting. So Katie, when you are ready, can you please explain what you are very kindly donated to the summit?
Yeah, sure. So it's a month's free access to my marketing membership called The Hive. So in that you get loads of resources for marketing your property, basically. So you get loads of social media ideas, loads of the trending audios that you should be using, and all the sort of top tips and trending things that you should be doing with your social media, as well as more trainings. And there's a whole suite of trainings as well that you can access from previous speakers, which are all about Pinterest and TikTok and copywriting, as well as the Q&A sessions as well. So yeah, tons of value to be had from that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And Blake.
Yeah, so what I offered up is a one-on-one audit of your Price Labs. And this is only going to be for one property because each property does take quite some time. Now, I am based in the States, so I'm not as familiar with the international market, but I'd imagine it works the same. So a lot of those mistakes that we're talking about can be identified quite quickly if you know what you're looking for. So I've thrown up an offer on that one-on-one auditing session on Price Labs or Wheelhouse.
Wow, amazing. Thank you very much. Can we just show both of our amazing speakers a bit of love in the chat? Hit that love heart emoji button. If you're watching on the Facebook, on the Zoom, you can do the same. That is lovely. And Gabe was on earlier, who did the session about video, really good videos. He has very kindly offered a one-on-one creative consultancy call and 25% off a full video shoot for the first 10 bookings, which is amazing. So obviously Gabe is based over in the States. I'm sure, you can maybe book him out to fly over. We actually had, so a couple of friends of mine, Sean and Emily, they do video shoots over here in the UK. And I posted a big post out in the Boostly group, and I just said, hey, if anybody wants to hire them, they're based out of the UK. The funny thing is that they had so many booking inquiries from the States. They just flew out to America, flew to Tennessee, flew to all the other states, and they did like 2 weeks traveling and doing photo shoots. So Gabe, if you get enough attention here, you might be flying over to the UK sometime soon. So he's booked in a one-on-one creative consultancy call, which is phenomenal, and obviously that other one. Okay, so this is how you enter. It's super, super simple. In the next 24 hours on this video, you just have to comment the word me, M-E. That's it. Put your name down, comment the word M-E. So all of you that are in the Zoom room now, all of you that are tuning in from, we've got YouTube, we've got LinkedIn, we've got Facebook, we've got X, loads of people tuning in live, and we get loads of people tuning in afterwards. Just comment the word me, as simple as that. What I'll do is I'll take every single me comment that I can find in the next 24 hours. I'll put all of your names into a hat, I'll pick out 3 lucky names and you may win one of those amazing prizes. Katie's 1 month access to the Hive, Blake's fantastic one-on-one Price Labs or Wheelhouse consultation, and Gabe's one-on-one creative consultancy call. So just comment the word me. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. I know we've got people tuning in from all over. Jessica in the Philippines, go ahead. Go and comment the word me and you might be one of those lucky winners. All right. Blake, anything you would like to say to the crowd before we let you log off for your late afternoon, early morning? I can't even tell what time it is in California. What would you like to say to everybody who's tuned in? And any sort of words of wisdom that you want to part us with?
I'd just like to say I really appreciate being a part of the summit, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to jump in as much as possible. And this has been a great experience. I think that learning or watching it every day, I'm trying to apply new things every video session, so that way that I can improve my business. And I think as a team, we could probably do the same.
Amazing. Love it. Katie, same to you.
Yeah, I think with social media, it's easy to see all these different platforms you can be using, and it's so easy to get overwhelmed and think, oh my gosh, where do I start? Got all these things to be thinking about, but just get started and actually take action and don't overthink it. Just see what works, see what doesn't, and play around with it. It's just social media. No one's going to die. It's, have some fun with it. That's what it's there for. We're in an industry where we can be really fun and, talk about ice cream and really nice stuff. So have fun with it. But yeah, thank you so much, Mark, for inviting me to be part of the summit. It's been a great week, and always here to answer any questions too.
Absolutely. Amazing. Thank you very much. Really, really enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, please jump into the sessions that they very kindly uploaded to the group today. They'll be there for the rest of the week, and just drop a little question in. Katie, I can see you just tried to sneak one in now, but go and drop it in Blake's video and he'll obviously get to it when he can. Tomorrow then, let's go have a little look. So thank you very much, you two. I'm just going to let you leave just for a quick second. I'm going to come into here. All right. So I'm getting used to this now after multiple times of failing. Let me go into the group. I'm going to share my screen. I think I may have jinxed myself here, but here we go. So there we go. We're in. Right. So we're in the group. So tomorrow's sessions. So Friday the 7th, we made it. Tomorrow is Friday. Here is what we have lined up. We're going to start off at 5 o'clock with Shivan of Linkbase. He's going to do a very cool session about guest data, which is fantastic. Then we're going to have John Farber, who's going to talk to you about bookkeeping, which again, accountancy, you may be thinking, oh my days, but this is a really cool session, how you can do your bookkeeping in 30 minutes. And then we've got the fantastic Tama, who's going to finish us out, who's going to close us out. And again, 3 really good sessions. And obviously we've got the 8:30 p.m. daily debrief and wrap-up party all in on. We're going to announce the winners of the giveaway. All you have to do is comment me to be in with a chance to win those prizes. And to finish with, I'm going to end with some huge giveaways as well. So we've given away loads of stuff this week. I would, I'm going to try and tally it up. I think it's at least $1,000 worth of value right there, which is pretty cool. So I really hope you've enjoyed this week. I truly, want to make sure that these sessions, when we do these summits and when we do these trainings for a week, is as impactful as possible. I've tried in every way. I've gone live for 4 hours. We've done this where we broke it down into little sessions. We've done over 20 sessions before. This week we've done 12 amazing sessions. So I'm always trying to tweak it and improve it. If you do have any feedback, I would love to hear it. On how we can potentially make this better in the future. I do have a little announcement tomorrow. I've managed to line up something that we're going to do in May. So I'm excited to showcase that to you all tomorrow. And then we've just got some more announcements coming up, which is all cool. So I'm going to let you go 9 o'clock on the dot on a Thursday the 6th. Whatever you're doing, whether it's your morning, whether it's your afternoon, very early morning over in the Philippines for Jessica, or whether it's your evening. I hope you have a good one. Come tomorrow. If you can, bring something fizzy. I'll have a beer. Alcohol, non-alcohol, whatever. Tea, coffee. Bring a drink and we'll have a little toast to celebrate. And I would love to get a little selfie with the Zoom room as well, which would be cool. All right, those of you that are in the Zoom room, stick around because I'll stay with you for about couple of minutes, answer any final questions. And everybody else,